Okay, that was a good episode. I really enjoyed the horror aspect of it. Of course. Of course I did. um, it was just a straight up horror movie in points. I mean, there were so many homages to different horror movies. I mean, I saw obviously The Conjuring was in there, Evil Dead, Night of the Living Dead. You could say that there were maybe homages to The People Under the Stairs and maybe even Candyman. Like, there was a lot. There was a lot. And I loved everything about that. I loved the way it was filmed. I mean, the set design was creepy. I really appreciated the choice to mute the sound when we're in Connie's POV. That was excellent. Everything about it, everything about the horror aspect of this episode was fantastic. I mean, that's my jam. So, you know I'm going to like that, especially when it's done well. So I was very, very, very pleased. Also, apparently Virgil has been redeemed. So, okay, we didn't see any of it. But okay, we can see that he and Connie have bonded. We're not quite sure how long they've been traveling together, but they seem to have, you know, real affection for each other. And I guess he's probably not going to die because she just kind of left him there. And I think he would have had like a death scene if he was going to die. So I guess he's going to make it, although he was stabbed multiple times in the back. So I don't know. I wonder if he's going to join our team, like be part of our family, I guess. I guess he is. I don't know. I wouldn't have predicted that. I absolutely love seeing the sisters reunited. That was so wonderful. I do wish that they'd held on that scene a little bit longer. And it would have been nice to see more of Team Badass, our badass ladies, you know, searching for... Honestly, I could have used more of kind of everything and less of the Reapers. I would have preferred if the Reapers and Daryl and all of that, like, I would have preferred that they just weren't part of this episode. Because I would have loved a whole episode of, you know, seeing Virgil and Connie running from these crazy feral cannibals. I mean, every time you think that The Walking Dead can't come up with something new, they come up with feral cannibals. Okay. But I could have done with seeing them traveling, seeing them on the road, seeing them running from these people. I could have done with more of that, as well as more of, you know, Team Badass searching for them. So I think that could have been the whole episode, and I would have been happy. And then, of course, I could have used more, I could have gone for more of the, you know, haunted house element. But, I mean, that's me. I'm always going to want more of the spooky shit. So, yeah, the thing is, what is Pope's motivation, and who are the Reapers? Like, what is their motivation? Like, why do they want Maggie? Why are they after Maggie? But really, I'm asking these questions because these are obvious questions to ask. But the truth is that I don't really care about the answers. I don't care. I don't care about the Reapers. I don't care about Pope. I don't care about any of it. And I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. And so, yeah, I just really could have done without them in this episode. And the thing is like, Daryl is great. Like, Daryl is awesome doing the best he can as a double agent. But why? Why this again? Like, we've seen Daryl do this. The torture scene was difficult to watch because we know that Daryl doesn't want to torture anybody, but he certainly doesn't want to torture somebody who is his ally, right? So it was difficult to watch, not for, I think that's Frost. Like, I don't give a shit about Frost, right? But it's difficult to watch because, you know, I love Daryl and I don't want him to have to torture somebody. But the thing is that we've seen Daryl have to torture people in the past. And this is the furthest I think it's ever gone. Like, I don't think he's ever lopped off someone's finger before. But still, we've seen this. We've seen Daryl be a double agent. We've seen him be captured. We've seen him be tortured. Like, this has been done so many times. We saw this with Merle in season 3. We saw this with the Claimers in season 5. We saw this with the Saviors in season 7. Like, we have seen this so many times. I don't need to see it again. And I think that it would have played better if, like, knowing that they were going to do this, if they had established some kind of friendship between Daryl and Frost, if they had established, you know, if they'd had some scenes together, to where you knew that they, you know, they liked each other and they respected each other, and then that would have made it even more hard to watch. I mean, I was impressed that he didn't break, although they did play with that at the end. Pope is like, I got all the information I needed. He's deliberately trying to psych out Daryl. And I did like that. And I didn't, I guess, expect Frost to have been killed while they were out. I mean, I guess I didn't see that coming. But also, I didn't think he was really going to make it out of that situation either. I do think it was really clever how he was obviously feeding his people information, you know, by clearly stating, like, there's 20 people and lots of weapons and, you know, all this stuff, right? Like, A, of course that's what Daryl is going to do, right? Of course. And B, there was so much just standing around talking in that scene for no reason, right? Like, other than, I guess they were trying to amp up the tension because Daryl is literally standing right on the hatch or whatever. And I do love that moment when that guy, one of the Reapers, sees that, you know, there's a trap door or whatever, and he opens it and Daryl just gets out his knife and you're like, oh, Daryl is gonna throw down. Right? But of course they're gone. Of course they are. And I don't know, like, it just feels really, it's, a lot of this feels really cliche. And I'm just not interested. I don't want this storyline. I don't care about the Reapers. I don't care about Pope. I don't care about Leah. I don't care about any of it. And I just want Daryl back with his family. None of it was bad. Like, all of it was good. And if you haven't seen all those other times they did this exact same thing with Daryl, like, if you hadn't seen that, then yeah, this was really good. Like, all of this was really good. I'm just annoyed that they're doing this same kind of, they're just recycling this storyline for Daryl. Like, I want something more interesting for him in our final season. It's not that any of this was bad. It was actually really, really well done. It's just, I have seen this done really well multiple times in this show, this exact same thing. So can we do something different, please? So anyway, besides that, this was a really great episode. I do think that I liked the last episode more, but this is probably, like, I really liked the first 2 episodes because that was some fun action. So I don't know if I would put this at number 3 or number 4, but this was a good one. So, okay. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.